So when you're able to collapse these timelines together, that means that ideas and energies become energy becomes actions, and ideas become things. So when you're able to collapse, that's just some of the dimensions that are collapsing, because you're also collapsing physical with, you're collapsing all that is physical with all that is non-physical. It's all coming into one point, and that point is also combined with time. So you have this one frame. It's not even a one frame. There isn't any frame. There is only continuation. There is no absolute of anything. So, because everything is ever changing, one moment always is leading into another moment. It's always changing. That means that we are always evolving. Everything is always moving. Everything is constantly vibration. Anything that comes to a standstill dies. That's what death is. Death is when you continue that, when you finish that continuation. This is just so pretty. I'm going to turn around and show you. Look at those clouds. Down there is the Sea of Galilee. See? Beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. I was sitting over there on the edge. There's a chair. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Way, way over there. See that chair? There's a chair there in the middle of the screen. Where is it? Yeah, you see it. So, whew. There we go. So that's where I am. And today's, wait, bless me. Today has been quite a day. So, and I kind of gave myself off today. I said, I always have these grand plans of what I'm going to do every day I have to get ahead. I have to work on my business. I have to, I have to. It's all the I have to's. And this morning I got up, and then I got up at 5:30 maybe. That was around 5. And I started out my day, had coffee, took the dogs out, did my meditation, woke up my sons for school, and got them out to school. And then I decided I'm going to yoga. I have yoga on Sunday mornings. I typically go to yoga on Sunday mornings. So I just went to yoga. I couldn't feel like there was anything else that I could possibly do in the state that I am. And so I went to yoga, and that was really nice. I cried a little bit in yoga. And then after yoga finished at 10, I got home, and I started crying. I couldn't be there. I saw that I can't do anything. It's not like I'm going to have like this big, massive, productive day. And I just gave myself off the hook for today. I gave it to the divine. I said, divine, take this. I can't deal with it. I said, just lift me up, hold me in the places, let me go, let me go through this, and go through this quickly and easily. And it's just so pretty. I don't know if you can see. It's just so pretty. And so I handed it over. And I said, okay, I'm just off. And so I went to the hot springs. And then I couldn't be there anymore. I saw some people there that I know, and they were nice and smiled at me. I just couldn't talk to anybody, or wasn't in the mood. So I was there for less than half an hour, I imagine. And then I decided I'm coming the long way home. I'm going to drive around the whole lake. And in the middle, I just broke down crying. I couldn't. And I realized that you cannot run away from yourself. There's only so long you can continue to run away from yourself. During this spiritual awakening, it hurts so bad sometimes that we just want to run away. We want to do some kind of out. It could be sleeping all day. It could be some kind of addiction, even addictive ways of behavior, or running away, like getting in your car and just going. That's something that I do. And you start realizing that there's just nowhere to run to. There is nowhere to run to. You can't run away from yourself any longer. It's like the pain caught up to you. This is my experience. I'm talking about my experience. Like the pain caught up to you now, and you can't deter it any longer. It's like it's already bursting at the seams. So you have to deal with it. It's like hitting a rock bottom. You have to deal now with the pain. You can't not go through it. So then you just want to push through it as quickly as possible. And you get these like moments that the pain gives you an out because you can't feel it anymore. It's just too intense. Then you get thrown into the current moment. You get thrown into this being completely present. It's like entering into the realm of heaven on earth. Everything slows down, and you are in this mode where it's like you can see really, really clear, and there is no pain. You can see it in your body, but it's almost like you're looking at it from the outside of your body. You're looking at the pain. You're like, oh, I can feel that, but you feel it, but you're disconnected from it at the same time. It's like you're watching it, but you're watching it from the present moment. And I imagine that is where we are headed in this spiritual awakening, that getting into the current moment. Like Eckhart Tolle said, come into the now, the power of now. It is the only moment in time where you have power in your life. And it is a constant and consistent progression. And all options are open at every moment. I mean, maybe you have to move position and move position, especially in your mind, but all options are open to you. So anything that presents itself doesn't have to be dependent on the past. So any kind of circumstances that comes up in your life, you can see them very, very clearly for what they are, because you're disconnected from the pain or the fear or, oh no, what if I do the wrong, or any kind of putting any kind of projection or judgment onto it. It becomes more of like a game. Like, okay, these are all the options presented to me. How can I make the story of it the coolest story that I could possibly ever make? And then you start looking at all the options more with curiosity than with fear. Like, oh no, scarcity mode. If I don't do it by the book, but whose book, right? So it comes into a completely different mindset when you're thrown out of the pain. So I'm feeling like this pain also, it gets so intense that it forces you through. It's like giving birth. It forces you through to the next level, because at some point you can't run away from yourself anymore. You can't see the stories anymore. The stories aren't aligning anymore for you. So and all of the lines, like the different levels of the stories, all have to combine into one, and they all have to align. And when the stories aren't aligning with what is happening in the 3D world, then you have to start looking at that, and then you can start combining the different layers of consciousness. The body, the physical layer, is also a conscious layer. It's the physical layer, and they are all connected. So you have to bring them all down. Well, and there isn't any doing in this other than purifying yourself, other than being willing to go through the pain, see what it's telling you, listen, and adjust yourself accordingly, or adjust your belief so that belief won't give you pain anymore. So it's like going through yourself. We keep on coming back to the same point. It's like going through yourself. I see a number on the screen that says 4444. I was just like, what? Where'd that come from? And it's not moving. I don't know what it means. So that's about that. So this day has been, I keep on going through more pain, and then I get like, it almost feels like I'm getting spat out into this other dimension. because it gets to a point where the pain is so much that you need a break from it for a second. So it feels like almost like the pain gives you a break from it. And I just got another message on my screen to finish my sentences, because a lot of times I don't finish my sentences, because I figure that whoever is listening to me understands what the rest of the sentence is going to be, and my mind is already somewhere else. I need to say it really fast while it's coming through, because it comes through really fast. So that is where I'm at today. Keep on going up and down and up and down and up and down. But I'm realizing that the deeper you go, the more gems come out the other side. So the bigger the understandings are, the further I get along on this, the more I can handle. So the bigger my container becomes. And the more fierce I become, because I'm not afraid of it anymore. Okay, things that I went through 6 months ago. Well, maybe I am a little bit afraid of some of them, but because it wasn't fun. But at the same time, I know that I can handle it. I know that I can go through it and I can handle it. I'm just going to show you what I'm looking at. See, it's just beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful. And I'm going down there where those houses are. And there's Rexy and Lola's up there. So I think I'm going to go ahead and sum this up so I can finish this walk. Thank you for watching.